Imagine if one day I, who am theoretically anti-abortion, let's assume I am, I decide that I am going to shoot and gun down the CEO of a company, let's say an insurance company or a pharmaceutical company, that produces the Plan B or the morning after or the abortion drug or whatever it is, right? I go after this person, kind of like that Mangione creep did. Now, what do you think would happen if, let's say, Greg Gutbucket or some other, I don't know, Fox Newser took to my support and said, hey, that's great? What do you think the left would say? Well, the left would say that's crazy, that's insane. But Louis Mangione, he does it and it's okay. All right, let's go a step further. Let's assume that I am also pro-life and I decide, as others have in the past, to attack and burn down not a Tesla dealership, but an abortion clinic or a place that makes the equipment used for abortions or whatever the particular scenario is that you want. What do you think the left would say? They say, that's terrible. That's terrible. It's awful. Let's assume that I am against transgender sports. And I decide that I've had enough with Pennsylvania, University of Pennsylvania, or whatever it is, remember the Leah Thomas, whoever put this guy on their team. And I decide that I'm going to go and I'm going to blow up and attack and burn down their facilities or their gym or their swimming pool or whatever it is. Now, you can see how this works, right? You can see how that would be met, understandably, with absolute horror. Horror by and from people who would say, this is nuts. This is crazy. You don't do this, okay? And that's exactly what would happen. And the thing about it, though, what I find fascinating, is that for some reason, I don't know why, but when it comes to Tesla and Elon Musk, it's okay. And that horrible Daily Show actually takes to the airwaves and, in essence, aid and abets and counsels, procures, hires, incites, lauds, congratulates people who involve themselves in that kind of behavior. Can you imagine if I did that? If we did that? Imagine, dear friend, what it would be like if, let's say, somebody, I don't know, pick your favorite cable news conservative show. We've lost our minds. We've lost our minds. Now, the good news is that Pamela Jo Bondi, the Attorney General, is going after these people. And I'm telling you right now, and I love this country and I love this president, and I think Bobby Kennedy's doing a great job. But Bobby, we don't give a diddly damn about food dyes. We want Fauci indicted and behind bars, cracking rocks upstate. We want to see perp walks. We want to see this in particular. And let's start with this Tesla lunacy. All the radical left has is hate and violence, but they're good at it. They were the ones who brought us Black Lives Matter, BLM, and Antifa. Has one member of this group, this cabal, this conspiracy, ever been indicted? No. What exactly are we waiting for? How does this work? Now, here's what I want to do. I am telling you right now, when I say this with all due respect, and I don't want to be crude, but this is bullshit. And I'm not going to sit and explain to you why it is intellectually inconsistent to laud, to applaud, to encourage people in violating the peace, killing people, destroying property, and the like. When you start setting cars on fire and things like that, well, you never know who leaves a dog inside or a child. I don't have to explain this to you. So here's the bottom line. Number one, we have to declare the Democratic Party, and I've said this before and you think I'm kidding, the Democratic Party is a terrorist organization. If you want to deport somebody who supports Hamas, If there's some Columbia University or Barnard College person who is supportive of Hamas, a terrorist organization, and that is grounds to deport or indict, if that is considered anti-Semitic or whatever you want to do it, then anybody who openly advocates, incites, aids, abets, counsels, procures, hires those individuals to do this is likewise a terrorist. And I submit to you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, that the Democratic Party, the radical left, those individuals who are seen on The Daily Show, whoever watches The Daily Show and CNN, are indeed a leftist version of what most people would consider Hamas. Now, I don't want to get into the specifics of Hamas and who's right or who's wrong. That's not what I'm talking about. Well, what I'm doing is this. We have got to be creative with this. So if I sit there and I say, hey, go out and burn crosses on the front lawns of black families. Hey, that's great. And if somebody does this, or if there is a spate, an endless continuum of examples of this, could the argument be made that what I am doing is in effect suggesting, promoting, causing this to happen? Yes. Yes. And that is precisely what we need to do. Pamela Joe Bondi, we have nothing but the utmost faith in you and Kash Patel and Don Bongino and this great President Trump. But we have to take the gloves off and once and for all realize that's enough. Because all that the right is doing is we put up real good memes. We have a real good, oh, did you see Greg Gutbucket? He was so funny. He's a funny person to many people. I don't want funny. I want justice. I want these people arrested and put behind bars. That's what I want. Do you agree with me? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm right? I'd love to see you comment as you see fit.